Hello, this is DracoFlame67, and welcome back to the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered. This time we are fighting Botta, the boss of the Silverant base. I need to, in the minimum battles playthrough, I assumed that he was resistant to Earth, and I disabled Stone Blast on Genus. You don't have to do that because I mistook this version of Botta with the second time you fight Botta, where he does resist Earth, but he does not resist Earth the first time you fight him, so you can use Stone Blast. Now, the way the fight's structured, it's hard to talk about strategy before the fight, because you just start with Lloyd on it. You enter the fight with Lloyd on his own, and Genus, Colette, and Kratos all show up to join the fight, and it's hard to talk about strategy when you can't even look at 3/4 of your party beforehand. So I'm going to talk strategy basically as soon as the fight begins on normal mode, and because there's a lot to go into, and from there we're gonna fight it on normal, and then we're gonna fight him again on Mania and see how the strategy differs. And I will see you in the normal mode fight.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
He looks fine.
You guys all came for me?
Perfect timing. I'll take care of everyone at once.
Get ready.
Ready for a real fight.
Okay, let's try this again. First of all, this blind desk. Strat. I want them running pursuit, and do not use don't pursue me. And yeah, I want them healing. Maybe I'm going to use, I'm going to go with Colette instead. Attack and Ray Thrust. I don't want him using Fireball. I only want him using First Aid when I need him to heal, or... Let's try it.
That one here!
Demon Blade!
That's all. Sonic Thrust. That's all.
Sorry.
Very well.
Sword Thrust.
Sword! Sword Rain!
Darn we clever.
Very well. Don't overpower me, clever.
Solid thrust.
Very well.
Fireball!
Don't overdo it.
First aid.
Okay, I think I can go here. Alright, you know what? My party's just not well enough equipped to deal with Botta itemless. This is just not going to happen. Let's attack. So I'm going to start using items. Genius apple, kill yourself.
I'm killing you guys.
Great
Don't overdo it.
First aid.
Very well.
Great thrust!
Don't overdo
Demon
it.
Fang!
First aid.
Tate! Rock Breaker! Tate! Demon Fang!
Great thrust!
Fang.
Rock Breaker!
Demon Fang.
Very well.
Tate!
Don't
Demon
overdo it.
Fang!
First aid.
Tate!
Wind blade!
Rock Breaker! Take this!
Okay, Genius, you need more kill.
Here!
Tate! Demon Fang!
Sorry!
I'm killing
Great thrust!
Tate!
Fang.
Demon Fang! Tate! Demon Fang!
Demon
You
Fang.
okay?
Great thrust!
No way! Tate! Demon
Demon
Fang!
Fang.
Demon Fang! Tate! Sword Ring!
Demon Fang.
Tate! Sword Ring!
Demon Fang.
Tate! Sword Ring!
Demon Fang.
Great thrust!
Underestimated
Tate!
your power.
There!
Okay, yeah, this is, so Botta is a fairly more difficult boss than the previous two. I actually had trouble with this one even on normal. And, well, I'm going to see you in the Mania version of the fight because I'm going to tell you it's even more difficult.
Guys,
Perfect. Get ready. Ready for a real fight.
Here!
Take this. That's solid thrust.
We'll work.
That's all. Solid thrust. That's all.
take this! No way!
First aid.
Demon Fang!
Don't overdo it.
Okay.
First aid.
Hammer!
Good in.
Tiger Blade!
Don't overdo it.
First aid.
Explosion!
That's all.
Great thrust!
Take
Okay. That actually happened a lot more quickly. Okay, strat. Everybody else on hold position except Kratos.
this.
versus text. I want Demon Fang on neutral, Light Spear on up, Sonic Thrust on right. Right trigger shortcut, Stone Blast, and left trigger shortcut, Genesis Lightning. And Colette can give.
You okay? Get him! Lightning!
This!
Just keep my health up.
You okay?
Demon Fang.
Take
Sonic
this!
Thrust.
Guardian! Rock breaker! Rock breaker!
Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
Take this!
Sonic
Guardian!
Thrust. Light Spear.
Work.
You okay?
Take this! Rock breaker!
You okay?
Take this! Guardian!
Work.
Take this! Stalagmite! Guardian!
Be careful.
You can't stop me! Desolation fields!
Oh! Damn! I was doing so well, too! Just caught me in a really bad spot, but I know I can do it. I know I can do it without deaths. That's the big
You okay?
the big insult to that is that I know I can do it without deaths.
I underestimated your power.
Our weapons are love, justice, and
Hope.
But only -1 grade. You know what? This is a good fight. This is a good fight. I died once to something that, you know, I'm not sure if I'd be able to prevent that, but you know what? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this fight. I'm I'm gonna take this fight. It was only -1 grade. Everything else was like -4 or even negative double digits. I'm gonna take this fight.
I underestimated your abilities.
So, yeah, that was the Botta fight on Mania. And I figure I should, since it was a very hard fight and a very, I needed a lot of concentration in order to do a fight that well, I might as well explain what happened after the fact. Okay, so, the first phase of the fight with the two mooks, clearly the strategy there was I set, instead of Tidal Wave, which would hit every enemy for a little bit, Explosion is concentrated on a single target. And in a 4v3 fight, you're less likely to have Genus end up targeted by anybody, especially with Colette and Kratos both on front lines. And that means that he's more likely to get an explosion off to deal a significant chunk of damage to the mooks. And because the X skill setup has to be the same as the fight that as that mandatory Mook Mania, he had Reducer, so I could give him 1 orange gel, just like in that mandatory Mook Mania fight, so that he could cast a second explosion again. Sometimes we end up KOing the mooks before that second explosion goes off, but sometimes that second explosion does really come in handy to take out the second one. Then, once Botta's on his own, I ended up switching to Kratos as the player character. The reason why is his X skill setup, and having a certain skill at 999 uses, because his X skill setup, which he actually had from the very beginning of the game, but didn't have much of an opportunity to show it, is that with the level 3 X skill, Super Chain, which lets you link to level 1, 2, and 3 special moves in any order, that didn't come up in this fight, but Super Chain, in addition to Speed Cast, Sky Combo, and Spell Charge, gives you Aerial Spell. The 3 level 4s is Aerial Spell, which lets you cast a basic spell in the air after a basic attack in the air. And Stone Blast, in my opinion, is the best of the 4 that Kratos has. Because Stone Blast not only, like I talked about in the Expellable fight, Stone Blast is good at opening combos, not just in continuing them. There was a pseudo infinite that Kratos can do by doing the uppercut attack and then 2 midair attacks, followed immediately by a Stone Blast. And I have it on right trigger, so that I can do that combo. And you notice that that's how I ended. This battle. But another thing I did in the battle is do 3 basic attacks, start casting a spell and immediately guarding to cancel it. That's spell canceling, and that came into play in this battle because Stone Blast has 999 uses. If I didn't carry over tech usage, I would not have been able to do that on all remakes anyway. In GameCube version, you'd be able to spell cancel regardless, but since I'm playing on PC, You need 999 uses to do that. And on this fight on Mania, I needed to be able to do that in order to recover the TP that Kratos lost healing in the first phase of the fight. And once Kratos's and once I've used the spell canceling to, you can clearly stun lock Botta from behind by doing that. But I wanted a slightly higher hit count, and Stone Blast allows you to do that, but it does cost TP. Meanwhile, the spell cancel combo doesn't cost TP. In fact, you gain TP doing it. Though, I will have to say, though, is that if you can't cast Stone Blast, you won't be able to cancel Stone Blast, which means you do need at least 7 TP. And if Kratos has less than that, by the time both mooks are taken out, you do need to use another orange gel to recover just enough TP to get over 7. And once Botta is on his own, he does go into Overlimit a couple times, and there are 2 things that are very dangerous when he enters Overlimit later on. Actually, I think one of the 2 things he doesn't do. He can cast Stalagmite once, and if everyone other than Kratos is on hold position and they have enough TP for it, they will automatically Guardian or Damage Guard or Force Field if you've carried over Tex, because at this point only Kratos knows Guardian. In a fight soon coming up, everyone else will learn it, but if you carry over Tex, everybody has it. So everyone will Guardian if they have enough TP. If they don't, it's a matter of figuring out where Botta is, where his model is facing, which character he's aiming at. And if the character is able to dodge, they probably should. Lloyd definitely would be able to, since he runs pretty fast, and I have Sky Attack on him, so he can use Tempest in the air. If not, then like I did in that last fight, I used an Apple Gel on Lloyd, preempting that Stalagmite was going to hit after Guardian ended and deal a lot of damage. So I healed him before the spell could completely finish dealing its damage. The other very dangerous thing is something that is exclusive to hard mode and higher on re-releases is Botta gets a move called an Arcane Strike. It's basically a Mystic Art Light, and you saw I died. My one death in that fight was to that move. It's normally very easy to dodge. You just need to backstep twice and make sure that none of the other characters are nearby when it happens. It's just I saw Botta's Overlimit running out. He didn't have much health left. I wanted to rush in and finish things off with an Air Stone Blast combo. But turns out he Arcane Striked right then at the worst possible time. I wouldn't have been able to Guardian or backstep in time, and I ended up dying. But in other fights, I was able to dodge it, but then unfortunately there was another character nearby, and they ended up dying. But still, overall, I'm fairly proud in this particular fight that just happened. And I think there are some things we can take away from this going into the next boss as well. More on that later. More of that next time. For now, this has been Drake with Flame 67 with Tales of Symphonia. Boss Tour Remastered. Until next time.